And Phil Bentham, our referee here at Spotland this evening. Game 5 then of this competition, 4 absolutely cracking games. One of the best starts to a Rugby League World Cup that many have seen. And this has all the markings of being yet another one. Fiji with a big following in this area, and there's plenty of people that have come to see the Irish as well. Many familiar names across both of these two lineups. So Fiji get game 5 underway, and the Irish will take their first drive and get the measure of this big Fijian defence. Already we see the physicality of the white shirts. Big hit as well there. Looked like Tariq Sims.
Oh, Brett White.
So the ball floated back to Finn, who gets boots on ball. Uarte in the yellow boots.
Tough set of 6 for the Irish coming out of their own half in the first there as well. Yards made only 25. The line speed by Fiji was lightning. I thought in this game the Irish would need good line speed in defence. Let's see what they do.
Big tackle from Eamon O'Carroll and Rory Costgerson. Other strong stuff as well as Tyrone McCarthy. Warrington man is involved for the Irish. Here's Ashton Sims in possession for Fiji. On that 40-metre line then is Storer in at dummy half. Choosing that first man. There he is, Storer. Goes on the short, the kick goes through. A little bit too strong possibly.
Just a little bit too much weight off the left foot. So Ireland pretty keen to get proceedings back underway. Don't you love the physicality about our game and what we've had on offer in the World Cup here so far? This will be no different here tonight. Brett White got clobbered in the first set of 6. They lined up Sivanasiva in the second. It's perfect.
Damien Blanche in possession for the Irish.
Third, move, 10 metres, hold, goal 3.
Just driving down the centres.
Move.
Using the big men. See whether they can punch any holes. They kick over from Costgerson. Better measure on that one. Good drive, good pick-up.
Crowd starting to get involved, wanting this Fijian side to open up. Nice set of 6 from the Irish. The Irish have really got to move this Fijian side around. They're big in the forwards. The more lateral they can get them, the better they'll be in the second half.
A nice little side step as Fiji move it forward.
11's just in.
Trying to get the roll on, aren't they? Sivansina.
Move. Keep working back.
Redcliffe Dolphins now. It's a little high, the referee agrees. Phil Bentham is the first penalty of the game to Fiji.
Yeah, it was Corbin Sims coming up and making a nice little run in behind the ruck there. And it was Brett White from the Canberra Raiders. Just, well, should we say going a little bit high? Right on the chops.
Caught him fair and square, didn't he? Maybe not so fair, but definitely square. Corbin Sims of Newcastle, the 21-year-old, made his NRL debut this year. Just checking all the teeth are there as Mark Aston watches on.
Any further action at all?
Of course, the Sheffield head coach has overseen back-to-back wins in the Rugby League Championship in this country.
I was talking to Brett White before the game, and he said that Mark Aston had really worked them hard this week. He said every session, they had 6 sessions in 4 days on their legs as well on the field. He said every time he come off the football field, his legs were dead. So he's really pumped this Irish team up for this game, such as the importance of it.
A little bit of the old claret from Corbin Sims there as the penalties kicked into touch, and first real proper opportunity now for the Pacific nation.
First, move, back up, go one.
So Ashton Sims has the first drive. Here goes Sivansina.
1 foot on the line, go 2.
It's a little bit sloppy. Uarte picks it up though.
3, Fiji ball, hold. Wait. Goal 3.
It was Wesley Garmer that
Get out of his space.
was the beneficiary of the ball and throwing it away a little sloppy, and Ireland will pick that up.
Brookstone won't be happy with that with Fiji.
Ball back, good
First
work.
of all, the run from Sivanasiva was good, right into the middle of the post, so they had options both sides, and then a sloppy pass out of dummy half from Groom, and then a drop ball.
2, move.
That's Jason in at dummy half then.
Trapping in, 2.
Couple of runners, but again, Andy White shirts to mop up the work. Tackles made by Bakuya and Sims.
40.
Corbin Sims that one.
On 3.
And the kick, just one bounce, just inside the touchline. Good measure on that.
I had a look at the captain, Finn, before the game, practicing his kicking out here on the football field. Now, the field is a short field here, courtesy of being a soccer pitch as well, and he's going for the 40-20. Kicks it well inside the 40, some 30 out. Doesn't quite get the distance on it. Doesn't come up with the goods, but he's a talented kicker. Kicking with both feet as well, Finn.
Once he's tackled, all right.
Expect it up here with a bit of soccer background, wouldn't you?
Finn's a man who's
Heads in,
played on this ground before.
Okay. Out.
Now the Fijians back in possession.
Move. Hold. Go. That's okay.
Bakuya of Cronulla, the 24-year-old,
Move.
tries up towards halfway.
Hold. Go 2.
Big hit again. Dave Allen deploying that one.
Goal 3. He's creeping forward. 3 shortened it. 4.
Give us space out wide.
Back up.
The Irish defence
Hold.
good to that
Go.
as
Milking. Stand up.
Uarte had his run.
5. Move. Wait. Go both in.
Store at dummy half then. Floats it back. Nice little step away. The kick through to chasers. Pressure on, but comfortably picked up in the end by Pat Richards.
29 waits. Go. That's it.
Interesting kick, that one. Finding space in behind the line is a good thing if the ball hits the ground. Over cleanly picked up,
Now Milking.
suggesting Groom could possibly go to the air. You've got a killer Uarte coming down on you. Puts a little bit more pressure on you.
Go. That's it. Out of his space. 4. Move.
Good drive from Tyrone McCarthy.
Go.
Still no way through those white shirts.
Go.
Back to Finn. Into the sky this time.
Give it 10.
Nagama's under it. Kevin Nagama.
Play that first.
It's a good take from Kevin Nagama.
Hand hold.
His rise this year, courtesy of the Newcastle Knights, as the Uarte Aku coming in for a run. It's been pretty solid, Kevin. He's played most of his football on the right edge for Newcastle in the centre position, playing fullback tonight. Korobetti, he charges in. Look at him go. Leg drive, pump.
Good drive from the Westman, the youngster, only 21. Again, Ashton Sims not shying away. A little forward there from Sivansina.
Go.
Storer again at dummy half. The kick through. Going to test the defence of Scott Griggs there, who was running across for Ireland. Sees it safe.
It's the second time Alapate's gone down the left there, the 5'8" for Fiji.
We've got to check.
Just a little bit.
If we see a collision, we've got to be clear on it.
This time,
It's a drop
spot
out. It's a
on
goal line drop out.
with the
Okay.
left foot grubber. Plenty of yards on offer here for Fiji. Ireland will realise in their sets of 6 that they just want to use up the energy of the Fijians. Keep the game alive, keep it close.
Time on.
Deliver
Stay on.
blows late in each half, possibly. What about the size of this kick?
Short field, but that's gone a long way. Yes, again, And all for Queensland man, Ashton Sims.
Hold goal, that's it, one.
Having a drive. Who else? Sivincina.
37 years of age.
Goal 2.
Still going. It's Groom who drops it back. Looking to get the offload away, but
3. Move.
tackle is complete. Of course, the Fijians, semi-finalists back in 2008.
4. Move.
Beaten eventually by the Australians.
Wait on 4. Go.
Along the line they come then. Duarte was there, he missed him out, and going for the corner. Duarte, has he got the ball down? The referee says he has, and it's Fiji the first to score. The Fijian supporters here at Scotland delighted to see the side that they come to sport get the first 4-pointer in the corner from Duarte.
Big Aku. They did it well. They set it up on the left. Groom catches one a little bit behind him. Now Kevin's got his brother Wes outside him in the 4 jumper, but he decides to throw the skip pass to Aku. One-on-one. Let's have a look and see how Blanche handles it. They're going backwards, they slide. Nice pass, actually, the skip pass. Blanche down low, that close with Aku. You won't stop the man there. Needs a ball and all tackle and a drive over the sideline. One of the best finishers in the NRL with strength and power. On display here again.
Flying Fijian. It's his 9th try for Fiji. Certainly knows where that try line is.
Yeah, okay.
They'll be looking to him throughout this competition.
Time off.
It was a good subtle play.
Yeah.
It hammered the left with a couple of kicks, as we talked about with Alapate on the left. Which possibly shortened Ireland up on the right-hand side. And then they found some space. The execution of the pass in the midfield wasn't exactly great. They still had some space on the outside to finish it. Now where's Nagama, the older of the 2 Nagamas?
Not here.
Will take the kicking duties for Fiji this evening. Kicked a few goals with Newcastle over the years and other teams. Not required so much this year at Penrith. But a good striker of the football.
The most capped player is Nagama as well. Won his first cap for Fiji back in 2006, and we're still awaiting the kicking tee. Here it is.
Yeah, we'll have to hurry them up for the kicking tees, won't we? Speed her up a bit.
It's almost the loudest cheer of the night for the man with the kicking tee. And they look to add the extra 2. Where's Nagama?
Talking to a couple of the guys who've played in games already, and they're struggling to get used to the fields being so narrow on the sidelines here, being the soccer pitches. They don't have a lot of room to come back in their run-up. Sean Johnson last night in the Samoan game found it difficult on the edges. Only one way to make up all the excuses though, isn't there? Slot it from the sideline.
There's a lot of wind around yesterday. It's not too bad now. It's been fairly wet during the day, but conditions dry at the moment. And it just falls short. Right direction on it, but didn't quite have the legs. So Fiji with that 4-point difference. And here is that try again. Blocking along the lines as Kevin Nagama misses his brother straight to Duarte in the corner.
Onside, fellas.
Back underway, and a little bit of hesitancy there. Kevin Nagama fending the ball away.
It's a great kick-off. High as you like, and just bounced on the 20.
High tackle.
Another high shot as well, as tempers run a little high.
Things starting to brew. Big Dave Allen wants a bit of one of the Sims brothers. Let's have a look.
Oh,
Yeah, lower. Okay,
Dave Allen, just a little high there, isn't he, on Ashton Sims?
Okay. Yeah, we got a penalty.
The problem with all these brothers is they all look similar, don't they? Corbin, Ashton, Tarek. I mean, pretty unique names too from mum and dad, so well done there. But maybe a different colour of boots for everyone so we can work out who's who.
Different hair. I'd like that one.
Hold. Go.
Daryl Halligan, the former New Zealand international, alongside myself, Ian Ramsdale, for this Game 5 commentary. Fiji with the lead then. Another strong drive from Ashton Sims this time.
Hold. Goal 2.
Good line speed from McCarthy. Onto the brother Corbin next run.
Go.
Another Sims with a trifecta.
Dave's it off. Come on.
Along the line. It's with Aaron Groom caught in possession.
Move.
Yes, with Magpies man.
Hit the line. Goal 5.
A run from dummy half, but the kick from Storer wasn't maybe what he wanted, but they're looking for another tackle count, but they don't need it because they're in again. We're going to have a look at this one now. Kevin Nagama, though, has he got the ball down? Our video referee tonight, Henry Perinara.
Can we just check the ricochet in there, please, mate?
Yes, mate. Through the ground.
That's it.
Okay, we need to go to the first kick and freeze it off the boot.
Just checking the ricochet. Check ricochet, there's nobody offside on the ricochet.
Will do, mate. Thank you.
See. Don't react to
So
anything
it's
like
gone
that.
through.
Keep coming over.
Okay. I'm just going to follow this through. That's okay. I want to make sure that let's follow this through first, and we'll just clear the grounding.
Would you?
I want to make sure that he actually kicks it the first time, the hooker. Okay, so first one. So if we can get another angle on that, it looks like it just grazes his foot, but I just want to make sure. Slow. Oh, I need another angle, please, if I can. Is this the only angle we've got? Okay, slow. That looks like he's kicked it. Can I get that angle again? Yep, slow. Go back. Yes, this is what I'm after. I just need to see if it hits his foot. Keep going. Is there anything else? I'm happy everybody's on side. I just need to see if he kicks it. Yeah, I'm happy that he's kicked it. So if you want to just go through to the grounding.
He's got his foot on the ball. I mean, there's separation.
I'm happy he's kicked it.
Well, their guys have got different.
You want to just go? I'm happy that he's kicked that, Phil.
Okay, mate.
And then we're just going to go through to the grounding. He's just grazed it, which is enough for a kick. And then go through to the grounding. So I'm happy with that, mate. And we're going to come through for a try. Yep.
And so here comes the decision of video referee Henry Perinara. And it's a try. It may only be the faintest of touches, but it did just tickle the little toe on the outside of his boot, and because it did, it's the second try for Fiji, and Kevin Nagama, the Newcastle man, has gone in.
My first look at it, and even looking at the replays, I thought they'd made a mistake here, as Groom made a mess of the kick under some pressure. Just touches his foot, or deemed to be so. And then Kevin Nagama, he set up the first try, courtesy of a nice pass for Uarte, and now picks one up himself, and a pretty messy end to a set of 6, which just was first man onto the ball, and then showed us his footwork, a good fend. Scotty Green come up with a pretty poor attempted tackle, to be fair. Now where's Nagama? Struck the first one okay and dropped short. So
that looks better, and it is. Wes Nagama adds the extra 2 this time, and Fiji lead by 10 points to 0. There's a head coach, Rick Stone, been in position since 2011. Are we reasonably happy with how his side have attacked this first 13 minutes?
I've been sharing a nice little content moment with his trainer. Worrying signs here for Ireland. Worrying in the fact that the yards on offer through the middle of the field for this Fijian pack are huge.
So it's another high restart from the Irish. And a break as well. There is Kevin Nagama. He's got one man to beat, but plenty men running back. He gets away from the first one. Couple of supporting play as well. He's got the ball away on the offload. They're off. There's Curibetti. Up to the 20 metres, and there we go. But not quite an 80-metre return, and a penalty from interference as well. The first play from the kick return.
His rise in the NRL this year was steep. And look at this, he scores a try and isn't finished. Brushes through the line, play on.
So 10 metres away.
1 metre off.
2 tries already for the Fijians. Missing out the big men. Storer drops it back.
2, move. Go.
Bakuya it was who took it up towards the line.
3.
And now with Groom.
Move. Stay back. Goal 3.
Storer at dummy half. Floats it in.
4. Move. Hold. Goal 4.
Couple of tackles remaining in this set, then trying to barge their way over underneath the sticks, and Sivensina as he got down. Phil Bentham's having a good look at this. Sivensina, the battering ram, underneath the sticks. Has the 37-year-old touchdown for quick-fire tries for Fiji. Henry Perinara again.
We're chicken and grounding. Yep. Okay.
Pitch. It's tackle
Yes,
4.
mate.
When I got there, it was held up.
Okay. All right, if we just slow it in. I can't see the ball there. Is there anything else? Okay, the ball's up. Okay, if we can just do the slow. Slow. Looks like it's on the ball. I can't see the ball there. Is there any other angle that is going to show me otherwise? Okay. All right, I'm just looking from the back. Okay. Every angle so far says that it's held up. I cannot see the ball. And I'm not sure if this is going to help. Oh, mate, it looks up.
Yep.
I'm pretty confident that it's up, Phil.
Have we got 4 as the next tackle?
No, this is going to be 5, Phil.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
We're on 4, you're right.
This is going to be tackle 5. Okay. After this angle, I'm pretty confident that we're going to go to a held up. It's going to be held up, Phil. Tackle 5, Petro Sivanasiva.
No worries.
So he's got to play the ball. Okay?
Yeah.
So the battering ram couldn't quite batter hard enough. Well, got through the door, couldn't put it down on the floor on the other side.
Yes, mate.
Too many legs underneath it.
Lovely, Ian. Big Petro, he doesn't get too many, and unfortunately, it looks like he's not going to get this one either. Great work from McCarthy and also Brett White to get underneath them, but they'll still have the last play option. 5th tackle, good D from the Irish.
Okay, time on.
So do they fancy it then? On the final play, the kick to the corner, into the sky. Picked up by the Irish back line. And they'll want to keep the pressure on.
Goal 1.
There they go.
How's that for pressure?
Goal 2. 3.
Blanks tries to bring it away, the Catalans man.
Yeah,
Wins his side a penalty as well.
Nice work from the winger as well. Nothing better than if your forwards are not on top in a match and they need some legs out of dummy half to get a good little scoot and some good footwork so the opposition can't get a shoulder on and speed to play the ball up, courtesy of getting out of your own end.
1. Move. Wait, go well back. Good work.
So the Irish now.
Great run from White.
Wait, go well back.
Testing this Fijian defence. Strong so far.
Release.
Good run from Richards though.
4. Move.
Yes, Costa Jason.
Hold. Goal 4.
Through hands, out wide. Blanche cuts back in. Keeps the ball alive. There's a big tackle. Like Liam Finn that felt that one. In fact, no, it was Scott Griggs. Got the ball. As soon as he had the ball, what did he know?
To tell you the truth, it was a bit of a hospital pass. Blanche comes back into the middle, and boy, oh boy, is it Sims who drives the shoulder right into the back of poor old Scotty Greeks. He said, "What'd you pass me that for?"
Okay, boys, yep, everybody. Arms over, second row. That's it, back rolls in. Yep, second
big
row,
hits we've
1-6,
seen.
Second row.
In this opening quarter. Kevin Igalma, one man with a try to his name so far tonight.
Goal one.
Brings it away for the Fijians.
2. Move. Wait. Goal 2.
Lost ball. Dropped out of the tackle as Ashton Sims and picked up by Jason. Getting a bit temper's going over the top. It was a big hit.
One of the up-and-coming players is Ben Curry, who puts a good shot in here as tempers have risen and flared over. A lot of pushing and shoving, which is great. You don't actually want to see any violence or people throwing things around. But
that's Ashton Sims.
They've been delivering plenty.
Here we
The
see
Sims boys.
Sims with the ball. Big tackle as well.
It's a great shot
by James Hassan. And he just got a bit tempered, didn't it? I don't think Hassan really knew that the ball had gone.
The first thing I've got
knocked the ball away from Sims.
Knock on in the tackle. Yeah. And there's obviously been a reaction after that. Have we seen the first punch?
Unless they just wanted to swap shirts too early.
Fiji number 8.
Good passage of play.
Yeah. Fiji 8 on the first
Jason
punch.
here. Let's have a look at the work on the ground that they're looking at. Bit of a wrestle. Not too much going on there.
Yes. Yeah, mate.
In come the cavalry.
Yep.
Jason had his eye on the ball, didn't he? Ball in hand, but the attention of a couple of his teammates were focused elsewhere.
15.
It's the man who took the first hit, Ashton Sims.
Alan's penalty, okay. Petro, bring Ashton in, please. Yeah, bring Ashton
Jason,
in.
the North Queensland Cowboys man.
15.
Teammate with Ashton Sims.
It's okay, I'll just deal with the players. Okay, guys.
Talking about this when they get back in camp, will they domestically?
We've then had a reaction on the floor, okay. Report we've got is that you were the first to react. Okay,
so after I drop the ball, he can still pick me up and drive me into the ground?
No, the first, what we're saying is that you've reacted first. Let's leave it out of the game from now on, boys. Okay. All right. He didn't know you dropped it there.
Exactly the sort of impact you want from your bench. Hassan coming in, saying, we're not going to cop this, you guys running all over top of us. Check out my left shoulder. Works pretty well. A little bit of retaliation to it. More of it.
Well, the Irish now pushing on that Fijian line. 6 tackles from 20 metres out. Here's Finn. And guess what? There's James Hassan. And he's stuck a big hit. And guess who's in there? Ashton Sims. A little bit of contact off the ball. Not happy with that. Tempers are flaring again.
Yeah, this is silly now. The Irish have done well here. Fiji got a little bit overheated. Entertaining for the crowd, but we actually want some football to be played as well. Sisa Wanga, who comes right in and absolutely nails Stuart Littler. He's a pretty tough customer, Stuart.
So what you can't do is you can't run into him.
Wasn't required. It was well late after the football.
Fine, but you've got to be disciplined.
And while the tension in the game needs to settle down a little bit, we don't need anything
off the ball.
That's the first one with Sims.
But that's fair game. That's a good run from Hassan.
Well, we've got another penalty for the Irish, and we're back where we were a couple of moments ago. 20 metres away. And the Irish on the run, looking for a gap. Pass Jason in at dummy half, into Finn. Finn misses a man, picks up, here's Richards, claims it off the floor. He hasn't gone forward, Richards still has it.
Great pick up from Richards.
Bumped out of Hassan's hands. Regained though by the green shirts. Finn. Good tackle. Jumping straight on top of James Mendika. But they're not giving up, but they're not done yet. Almost a space opening up for Brett White. Finn with the kick this time. Blanche is out there. Picks up the ball. Put into touches. He gets the ball away, but it lands in the hand of a white shirt.
Oh, and stripped as well, so more ball for the Irish. What about Brett White's big run up the middle? I've watched him in many years. I've never seen him sidestep. He's delivered one here.
The upper hand with the Irish. They want to get this one going. Just relieving the pressure there. Littler on the side of penalty. Wanting to get the ball going. There's words in there as well.
Moments like this, Ian, when games really flare up and tensions are mounting, you've got to remember to play football. There's Cesar Wonga coming out of his own end, over the top.
Loses the ball. Not like it was knocked on.
It was Mendika with a nice little play. Sloppy carry from Cesar. But where I was trying to get to was when the tension's going and the physicality heats up, you've got to play to the outside. Use your runners and blocks in the middle and actually play some football. There's spaces on the outside if players are coming up and in the whole time.
Stu's reacting. Okay, you need to speak to him because he could end up doing the same.
Team warning. We haven't played very much footy, have we, in the last few minutes, really? That's what Phil Bentham's here for. That's what he wants to see. There's a good few thousand fans that want to see some action as well. Don't mind the odd big hit every now and again either, as James Hassan takes another one. The Irish are doing what they can. Here's James Allen, the ball stolen away, but the referee says it was done illegally. Another penalty to Ireland. Pressure is on at the moment. Fiji are good to it, but they can't get the ball. They can't get out their own 10-metre line.
I tell you what, this is World Cup Rugby League, and I can do this every night. It's brilliant. Two in the tackle, so Corbin Sims decides to wrench it. The first tackle down low wasn't effective. Play on.
There's another one for Hassan. Glutton for punishment. There's a Fijian man down as well. He felt that one worse. Coming out the line, but it works again. Cesar Wonga. Finn out on that right-hand side now, trying to get the ball out to Blanche. He gets it eventually, but maybe not in the manner they'd hope. Still trying to put the foot on the gas. Now Brett White didn't have the sidestep that time. Finn drops it round for McCarthy. McCarthy still going. Not for too much longer. Little kick through from Griggs is going to be chased down for Broom. Couldn't get there.
Nice play. Got the ball into the right person's hand on the last tackle. Griggs, look at the skill of the man. Puts it to his right foot. In that set of six, I was watching Ashton Sims, who was down for the Fijian side. And he had a dead arm, had a stinger on his right shoulder from all the contact he'd been putting into Hassan the whole time. He couldn't even move his right arm or shoulder. Such was the physicality. More football for the Irish. It's a good game.
And get the ball back as well, so Fiji with those two scores. Head coach Mark Aston, been associated with the Irish side since quite a few years now, 1985.
He'll be happy with the way his team's responded after being down 10-0 in the first 12 minutes of the match. In the last 10 minutes, they've had the better of it.
Saw a big drop out from Ireland earlier on. It's not as good from the Fijian side, giving away a few metres. It's Littler, the man who plays domestically for Lee, who gets the first drive for the Irish. So here we go again. Nice little run around from Dave Allen. Now is Bob Bezic on the interchange in a dummy half. Richards is on the outside, couldn't get it to him. Beziken in a dummy half. Richards with support, wants to go himself, trying to spin his way over. Too many white shirts in the way. Looking to force away into the corner, the Irish down. Have they got the ball down for their first try of the game? Phil Benson says they have. High fives all round. Tyrone McCarthy driving the legs, taking the ball on the short side and planting it down, and the Irish, they needed something for that pressure and they got it.
Oh, it's well deserved. Well done. You know, they went this blind side 3 times in a row. They'd set up out to the right, and Beswick's the man who's come on and made all the difference at dummy half. He's pushed Cos Jason into a 5-8 roll, and then he comes and makes a nice little dart himself. When everyone thought they'd head out to the right, McCarthy says, I'll go a 3rd time. They've got plenty of room here. These guys have made 3 tackles already. Let's try 4.
Tyrone McCarthy debuted for Ireland in 2009. The side's vice-captain. He's had an esteemed career so far. His 4th game was a Challenge Cup final.
Thanks, mate. Cheers.
And here he is, the Rugby League World Cup 2013. And he opens his account and the Irish account. And the metronomic kick, metronomic boot of Pat Richards.
Metronomic?
Lines a swimmer.
Bring us up to speed, that's great. Pat Richards will have no problem with the... look at that, he's not even on the grass. He'll be on the grass in, what, half step? Then
So,
the run-up.
Upper step for Richards. Wonder how many kickers have to factor that in.
Just give us a number again.
Is this going to curl inside? It's not. It curls round the outside.
He knew what to do from the sideline. He knew he had to go up a step.
Okay, mate.
Great play by the Irish. Just rewards for a pretty tough period of play, to be fair. A pretty feisty period of play as well. And then they kept the cool head. They knew where to go. And look at that.
Knew what he wanted, didn't he, Tyrone McCarthy?
Time off.
So 10 points to 4.
Who's captain
Fijians
now,
lead.
Who's that? Okay, mate. Yeah, you're on this team
All that
warning,
pressure
mate.
that the Irish had.
You're on team warning. You've got to keep the discipline.
Trying to force their way through that Fijian line.
Team warning still.
Eventually,
keep your discipline.
points on the board. And you get the ball back now. All from that, well, I guess not too great dropout. The pressure paid off. So here we go again, and you see the big hair of Alona Vunakesi. You don't miss him.
2, move! Go, good work, 9. 3, move! Hold! Go, good.
It's hard to come by in this set for the Irish. Another big shot put in. Ashton Sims, he's looking for some work, isn't he?
He's on a mission, isn't he, Ashton Sims? All within the rules.
Finn tries to just relieve a bit of that pressure. It's over the top of Vuate. Takes it on the run. That's a good goal, isn't he?
That's a great passage. Good kick from Finn. Vuate tidies up really, really well. Runs the ball like he's going to burst straight through. Hops up and delivers a message to his defenders as well.
Sweet. Goal 2.
See the set completion percentage. The Irish 93.
3, move!
Fijians just with
Square.
a inferior set completion. Having just played over a quarter of this game here at Scotland in Group A of the Rugby League World Cup for 2013. Here they go into the Irish territory. Into the land of the Wolfhounds.
5.
And the kick into the sky from Groom. Comfortable taking the end under a bit of pressure.
Yeah, it was good. Comes up with the goods, does Greek. As Pat Richards comes in and charges up for one. The kick was high, but plenty of guys taxing players off the football.
Blanche just spotting a little bit of indiscipline in that back line as well. And gets a high shot. Wanted to keep the ball going. Smart play there from Catalan's man.
Nice play. Richards for a run, then Blanche comes in for another run. So the wingers getting in, doing some work for the forwards.
So, more pressure from this Irish side. Finn pops it into Jason. Jason has it back. Tries to duck under the arm. Couldn't escape. Finn, quick hands using Grix. Grix couldn't get the ball away. Bounces off one, then gets the offload to Finn. Nice drive to set him up centrally. Bezic into Finn. Oh, and they just couldn't keep the ball in hand. Goes to ground.
First one, Fiji ball.
The ball looked like it was meant to be floated a bit further out.
They've done the hard work, the Irish. They've squared them up on the left. Because Jason's playing in the back row now. And just the last play, not quite deep enough. Finn knew he had to get rid of it quickly. And McCarthy, or should I say Big Dave Allen, if he was just another half a yard back, he would have steamrolled into that hole. No defenders in front of him. Structure was perfect. Absolutely perfect.
Really raised their game, haven't they, Ireland, since going 10 points behind. Try disallowed as well for the Fijian side. It could have been worse. They said don't write us off in this group, the group of death, as many have called it. If anybody was, they're certainly not now.
Goal, 1. 2. Move. Stand square.
Back defending the Irish. Bezic's in there.
He's rolling. He's rolling in. 2. 3. Move. Hold. Hop up. Go, Milkin. 3. 4. Move.
Just taking the drives down the middle.
Hold. Goal 4. Outside.
Now the kick comes. Richards is chasing back. Grix is there as well. It's a lovely kick. Ruarte's there. Here come the additional extras. We'll tidy that one up and we'll have the ball back, thank you.
Boy, do they need that. Absolutely perfect kick from Fiji.
He's trying to push you off, isn't he?
Aaron Groom delivering the blow. Good chase down. Also from Uarte. Helped out by the kicker himself.
Time on.
And now they need to play with their heads and not the physicality that they've played with for the last 10 minutes. In terms of wanting to be about winning the battle up in the middle.
How far will this dropout go? It's into the night sky. And here goes Vinakase. It's his first real drive with ball in hand.
Goal 1.
Deployed a few tackles so far, hasn't he? More big men as well in on Kinka.
Square. Goal good. 2. 3. Move.
It's another drive from Jason Bakuya.
3.
For the offload as well.
Move, goal 1. And hold. Goal 4. Ain't not square. 4.
To Groom. Men in support as well. The kick, the boots on there to play that.
Back to 1.
The Irish, have they picked it up, or is it still in their hands of the Fijian side?
He's called play on.
Go, walk away. 1.
With more tackles to come, and Uarte is having another go. Not quite.
Short, stand up.
Bentham's having a look at this one.
Tackle. It's right there.
Making sure everyone's up, and Uarte's playing the ball. It's a Groom. Many runners around him.
This is 3-8, isn't it?
There's Ron Kinker again.
Yeah. 3rd. Move. Thanks, Paul.
4 men to take him down.
Goal 3.
Coming on this right side again, it's floated over, and Uarte's there. Can he squeeze in the corner? He does! Fiji extend their lead to 10 points, but the referee says it's gone forward. He says when Uarte took it, it was in front of where it had been fed from. Uarte thought it was in. You see it here.
Oh, I thought it was a perfect pass. Camera angles probably don't do it justice. Beautiful finish from the killer. Oh, I can't agree with that. Even the shade markings on the ground here, as we can see the light patches of grass and then the dark. We get one more look at it, might help you as well. I thought flat at best. It actually touched the hand of Pat Richards as it went through the air.
It seems so, yeah. And that one scrubbed off as well, so that's 2.
They dodge a bullet. The Irish are pretty good at that.
Into the final 10 minutes of this first half. 6 points the difference.
Been really impressed with the work of Beswick since he's come on the football field. See Cos Jason playing the ball. He started at dummy half. Now they get a penalty. So the interpretation of the ruck, just how long to wrestle in the ruck with the Fijians as well, now coming to the fore.
The Irish have only crossed the whitewash once, but a few penalties that the Fijians have given away. I've given a lot of territory away to this Irish side. They've had to soak up a lot of pressure down this end. McCarthy, the man who did score that 4-pointer. Back into Finn.
Go back, 2.
Bezic at dummy half. Through hands they go again. Mendika.
Move! Hold! Goal 3.
Kick through, but picked up by the Fijians.
I'm not sure that was the option from Haggerty, deciding a little kick through.
Got the ball back.
Fiji have come up with a couple of plays which has got the football back for them on kicks as well, and now it looks like Ireland have got a fortuitous roll of the football, should we say.
Knock on as the ball was bounced around. And we see the penalties that the Fijians have given away.
Smart in the ruck.
All the last 7.
Heads in. Out. He's picked it up, that's fine.
Finn now trying to exploit things and stretch the line on this left-hand side. Griggs trying to get away.
Go.
Couldn't escape. Big hit on Cos Jason as well. And the referee, Phil Bentham, is reaching for his pockets. He's having a look here at Vinakase. And he's sent him with a yellow card to the bin. Vinakase will play no part in the final 5 minutes of this first half. There he is, Vinakase. He'll have a rest, he'll have a longer half-time break than everyone else. But the Fijians now, down to 12. Can the Irish make them pay? There's Richards trying to jug it around his ankles, just couldn't keep hold of it. Wasn't the ball that he'd have wanted. A little bit too low, a little bit behind him. He just were offside as well.
He picked one up like this about 5 or 6 minutes ago. It was actually lower, it was on the ground. And this time, he just juggles it with his right hand. Can't quite pick it up. The pass from Greeks, not going to hand. They've had some opportunities down this left. They're favouring this left now as well. Down to 1 man with Fiji.
Yep. Go.
Seems like a while since the Fijians have really had ball in hand.
1, move, hold, go.
Into the final 5 minutes of this first half.
2.
The Irish will want to make sure they keep their defence solid.
Hold, goal 2.
Here's Tariq Sims.
Move, hold, goal 3. 4.
No real space from dummy half there. The idea was there, but Curacao couldn't get away.
5. Move.
Changes also at dummy half for the Fijians.
Goal 5.
Corioso, a real flyer.
Chased out here. And it's picked over the sky almost. Ngama was there, but so was Griggs. The battle of the number ones.
Hold. Goal 14. Don't obstruct.
That would have so been some take. Such an athlete.
Here it is.
Kevin Ngama. Look at that, eyes for the ball only.
Ngama was above him.
3.
Looks like it went straight through as well.
Goal 3. Well done, pal.
Here's Richards.
4. Move.
Trying that short side.
Move. Go. Outside.
Kick from Bezic. It's come straight out.
No, we're not seeing that. Hand over.
This could hurt. 3 on the clock.
We didn't see it, mate. We've not seen that.
3 minutes is a long time
In
that game. Well, to be fair, it touches the back of a Fijian player, rides off the shoulder.
Okay, hold.
So,
play the ball.
Should actually be. Did he play at it? Is he judged to have not played at it?
Irish ball. Oh, if he hasn't played at it, yeah, you're right.
Come on! Go! He's in, he's in.
There's a drive from Ronkinka.
Move! Go! 2.
Strong tackles as Kane Evans held up, and a penalty won by Evans. Sydney Roosters 21-year-old.
Holding.
And with 2 minutes to go, 6 points the difference in this first half. Are they going to go for the post? They are.
Give us a good 10, fellas.
Good 40 minutes of football.
Was that full? Yeah.
For both of these sides.
Yeah, it was
One
4.
gaining an upper hand early, courtesy of a forward pack that was pretty much off the leash and running straight through the middle. And then a little bit of niggle come into the game, and the Irish worked their way back into it, courtesy of some nice kicking game, actually, from Pat Richards, and also as captain and half and Finn. And then the game develops into an arm wrestle. Fiji looking forward to getting to the break and maybe some instruction for the second half from Rick Stone.
This is 6 points now, the difference, with the extra 2. Will require 2 scores from the Irish in the second half to get themselves back into this game. It is successful. The extras added by Wes Nagama. Mark Aston have it all to do with his side at half-time. They bounced back well from a lot of early pressure from Fiji. Got that try. Maybe that's just what they didn't want. Bit of indiscipline maybe at the dying stage of that first half.
I so love the way Pat Richards kicks off. He gets so much height on the kickoff that this is possibly a play of the game as well, depending on who's chasing. Let's see what he delivers.
Okay, Pat.
35 seconds. Richards high into the sky. The chase is on. Finn's going for it. Bit of pressure as well. Finn's kicks it through. Can the Irish pick the ball up? No, there's a white shirt there. Ronkinka.
Go, go, go.
Just brilliant, the restarts. Brilliant.
Almost came off for the Irish.
Wait. Goal 2.
No hurry are they to end this first half, or
3.
To fit more action in as we count down the seconds.
Goal 3.
And there it is, half-time in game 5. As the play comes to an end, Curacao, the replacement hooker there. And the fans have enjoyed what's been an entertaining first 40 minutes here at Scotland. Set-out crowd.
Pretty borderline that, yeah.
And it's the Fijian side that lead at half-time by 12 points to 4. The rain continues to come down as well, so tricky conditions. Richards with the kick-off. And I wonder, they're going to try and put that pressure pedal down right from the off. Ball caught in the wind a little bit by the look of it. Couldn't regain the ball. You already see the conditions maybe.
I don't want to harp on it, Ian, but he's got a way of delivering these kickoffs, as Pat Richards, that he sort of spirals the ball up and the opposition can't catch it. Hope it catches on.
So in the rain, Fiji come again. Their first drive of this second half then. Leading by those 8 points. And there's Ronkinka, who loses the ball. The conditions may be starting to just edge into this game as the rain still continues to fall.
Good tackle, low down, right in the breadbasket as well. Just hits the arm carrying the football. The other tackles you want, we get taught to take ball and all tackles up high these days to wrap it up and slow them down once we can wrestle them on the ground. But nothing better than a low tackle that jolts the ball out.
Okay, all right. Yeah, no, it's all right, one off, mate.
So midway through the set, and Ireland have got their own 6 tackles.
First, move, hold, go, release on the call.
Into McCarthy. And who scored the try for Italy. Into dummy half goes Bob Bezic. Finn gets his first touch and just offers it back into Anthony Mullally. Ronkinka's getting involved in the tackling now. Big hit on Finn as he gets the ball away. It's Mendika who was tackled, now Littler. Wasn't the tidiest to play the ball, and the referee, Phil Bentham, says he didn't play it correctly.
Good line speed from the Fijian side. And then on the top of this, getting up to play the football, not rising to the feet properly beforehand as well, using the ball to leverage yourself up, sees it slip out.
He's got a little bit ahead of himself, didn't he, Littler?
Coaches talk about effective ends of sets of 6. We'll put that one down as a negative.
We saw the incomplete sets of Fiji, their stats at half-time. They didn't complete the set before this, did they? Will they complete this one? Let's have a go, shall we? Coribete, the West Tigers. Kane Evans that time. To go on the slightly shorter side. Tariq Sims taking a bit of the work. Him and his brother have done a lot, haven't they? And he's 43 minutes so far. Curacao at dummy half. The kick into the sky from Groom, testing grits really. Kept hold of the ball, managed to somehow duck out of Ronkinka as well.
Now Ronkinka giving away a little bit of discipline as well. The kick from Groom had plenty of height on it. He's charging through. Big arms, just couldn't quite grab a hold of the fullback. And just as well, it's a glancing sort of rise off the shoulder.
So the rain continues to fall on Ireland. They'll barge their way down that left-hand side, and Kinker in the tackling as well, keeping it physical. And Anthony Mullally.
Get your hand out.
Nice tackle by the interchange there. Upper side.
And then a kick through from Grix down that left-hand side. It's being chased. Couldn't quite get there. Both Pifarangi and Richards. No space. Watched itself. Now Ronkinka again.
He's a fearless customer, isn't he? Ronkinka. Sims, he's lost it. More ball for Ireland. And a shift.
Into Blanche. He was a blind pass and went nowhere near Blanche. And there's the no free play in the World Cup. Have you seen anything from the English game? The offload's away. Let's get it into the hands of Bezic.
Bezic did well. Picked it up around his ankles. Not a great offload from White.
Now with McCarthy again. A few people thought that was high. gets away with it, and Mullally has another drive. 22-year-old playing at Huddersfield. Now Griggs, quick hands into Blanche. Blanche, it's gone forward. Spotted by our officials here. And a head and feed will go to Fiji. Just trying to get quick hands, wasn't he, Littler? Just the wrong way around.
It was a correct call as well. Sometimes when you set up on the outside, you don't know exactly how flat to be in case a kick goes through the line and it's late in the tackle count. So you want to be flat, but here, a couple of metres in depth would have helped. The wingers come off their wing and close it down, and the tip-on's on. However, this one was behind the person. Just to pivot and turn and throw it. So not quite the quality of the first half that we had here being delivered in the second half to start with.
If you see the big blonde hair for Fiji, you'll recognise that Vinakese is back on the field as well. So he served his time in the bin.
You're slipping out of that one.
Well, there's two of them, isn't there? I think Ron Kinker has given him a competition in the haircut department.
2, move. Hold Island. Goal 2.
Good tackle. Brett White diving in.
Goal 3.
Oh, they're trying to get away then from dummy half.
Goal 4.
Door slam shot.
Hand 17.
This is Ron Kinker.
5. Move. Hold. Goal.
It's an Olair. And Tooks a hit just as he got the ball away. He regained the ball, but he's bounced out. Littler's come up with it for Ireland.
Move.
Keeps hold.
Good work, Mark. Goal 1.
Now Finn at dummy half.
Discipline in the rock.
There are just a couple of subtle things in the Fijian game which possibly need improving. Groom put the last kick up. This time it's Apasai. Sisa Wonga goes up and then offloads the ball back to them, but the kick went up on the 40 and it should have landed 5 out from then goal, and it landed on the 20.
There's Haggerty.
Move. Go.
And with the two big men making the tackle, Ron Kinker and Vinakese. Now the kick.
7, give him 10.
Kevin Nakama's back. Picks it up and sees a few green shirts.
Perfect in these conditions, absolutely perfect. Really greasy out there now, courtesy of this rain. Says we're not going to play football up here. Let's get it down there, they say. And let the Fijians run it out. Hard to control.
Duarte with a strong drive.
3, move.
Zimbakuya.
Goal 3, both in.
Corey Bete.
4, move.
Just trying to roll this Fijian side up the park.
He's clear.
Blanche is back there for the kick. It skims off the surface. He's hoping it's going to run dead. Does it? A bit of a push there as well.
Just a fraction too deep. Near perfect, that kick. Watches it roll, and yes, 2 more rotations, then it stays in. Sisawanga gives him a little bit of a hand over the goal area.
2, move.
I've been impressed with White today, the front row. Didn't play a lot for Canberra this year, but he has run and run and run.
Hold. Goal 3. 4.
So into the Fiji half now.
Hold. Goal 4.
Into Mendika.
5.
In Haggerty.
Wait for it, boys.
Vinakese's there.
Well back, well back. He's clear.
Into Finn. Another high kick. Just floats back a bit, maybe in the wind, and McCarthy's there, boot on it. I think a couple of players offside there, wasn't there? So couldn't chase it through. Picked up. Fiji back with the ball in hand. No points scored in the first 10 minutes of this second half then.
So both teams' kickers struggling to get time with the football. Here's Fiji.
Bit of space is just behind them though. Blanche tries to put the pressure on. It's floated back. The referee says there's been a knock on. And head and feed to Fiji on their own 20.
You look nervous then, mate.
Space on the outside. Just a nice hand
You wish that side, the arm was coming down.
from Blanche. Just cuts down the play in Fiji, and needed to as well. Plenty of pace on the outside there. The big boppers suck them in.
Let's have a good set on the 10 iron. Just one missing, love. Yeah, just one missing. Okay, here we go.
Here's Damien Blanche.
Lock in, that's it.
Martino Lea feeds the scrum. Fiji.
One, move! Go, no, that's thrashing. One.
Still getting the legs going. Still the power of the drive.
Go, two.
As they approach the halfway mark.
Three.
Bit of respite as well from the rain. A good 15 minutes of persistent rain, but slippy conditions. You can probably see where they're going now as they enter that Irish half.
Evans off, Sivanasiva back on.
Go, four.
To the skies from Noilea. Underneath it, almost claimed. Corey Bessie just couldn't keep hold, but they've got the ball back. Runs to ground, the offload, can he spin over and touch the ball on the ground? Tariq Sims scores for Fiji. Something from nothing really, but he got the ball down, an extra spin, and it's Fiji with their third try of their game.
I was just about to mention the Fijian 5'8", the Napalate. Puts a beautiful little kick in, and then watch the work there of Sisa Wonga, is it, or Korobeti. Presence only to attack the football. Gree comes out of it. Let's have a look at the challenge here. Bang!
It's Noilea who gets that ball away there. Picked up by Tariq Sims. There he is, with Queensland Cowboys man.
He has certainly put himself out there today, has Sims. In the thick of everything. Hurt himself in a couple of tackles that he was attempting to make. Played with a dead arm there for a long time. Thrown himself, Steve McNamara, in attendance today. Yeah, of course. I would imagine Dave Ferner and Tim Sheens might not be sitting beside him, but they might be in other seats as well in the grandstand here today.
Of course, England.
Although they're all a friendly bunch, these coaches, aren't they?
Saying England in this group, aren't they? So having a look at what the opposition have got to offer. England on Saturday facing Ireland. So here's Wes Nagama then. Is that a long look at it? Did he look too long, yes? No. The assistants say it was successful. The extra two added. Now that lead, 14 points. So we see it again. There's Noilea flicking it out. Picked up by Tariq Sims.
This time Richards again with the hot. Oh, what a take. Oh, he spilled it actually. Kevin Nagama. Again, the kick-off from Edwards.
He made a shout, didn't he? Said it was his.
You know, some guys can't kick the ball this high out of hand. Richards sends it up there. So an eternity coming down.
Boys, let's get it together.
Dives to slide and catch it.
Ready?
Propels the football forward.
Heads in.
More ball for the Irish.
Time off. Let's form the scrum,
Would have been
boys.
spectacular, wouldn't it, if he'd kept hold of that one. Sliding along the turf.
Okay. Out. Time out. One. Move. Oh.
P5 his first touch of the second half, a run to the right, playing on the left centre, got a nice little left offload in him as well. Centre field with Cos Jason. No, in fact, it's Malay.
You're moving to the side.
Tackles remaining in this set now. Here's Littler out to Blanche. Blanche didn't fancy going down that touchline. Didn't have enough room.
Hold. Go.
So now here's Bezic, a dummy half. Littler takes it.
No. You're doing it. 4. Move. Hold. Go 4.
And then goes Tyrone McCarthy. Couldn't keep hold there.
Great shot.
No, he has.
Go 5. He's okay.
Looking to kick the ball through. Chase down, seen safe.
He's just coming back for the ball.
So Ireland to get the ball back. It was Brett White, wasn't it, who charged down underneath his sticks.
Time off.
He got absolutely poleaxed too, did White. It's a kick off the back of it. Nice little shield, or we call it a taxi down under. Shielding a player out of it, you taxi him off the football. But a nice little play, which will give Ireland a repeat set of 6.
Where we're going. Time on.
And it was quite a short dropout that led to Ireland scoring a couple of plays later. And in the first half, so what can Ireland do for this? Bezic wants the ball at dummy half. Through Mendika and then Finn. Men out on that far side. Richards was there.
Line. Goal 3.
Perenangi kept hold. Now Littler. It's a diving tackle. Littler gets the ball away. Back into Brett White.
Hold. Goal 4.
Here's Grix. A kick through. Mendika was chasing down. Mendika it is, who was first point of contact for the Irish.
They end up 4 out from the try line, Fiji, but they sort of got that set wrong, Ireland. They went out to the left of P. Whairangi as Koroibete heads right across the front of his poles and is hammered. And then when they come back to the right, a couple of guys went through on the block plays, was left no numbers on the outside to attack.
Still 2.
Boy, nice little offload and a shift.
Kept it alive.
Third. Move. Back up. Hold. Goal 3.
On that shorter side.
4.
No space though for West Nagama, the most capped
Goal 4.
player on this Fijian side today. Line from the Irish as well. Catches Ashton Sims in possession.
Ashton, relax.
Kick.
Outside.
Rolls into touch. So head and feed on the 20-metre line will be to the Irish.
It's a more conventional set of 6 that we've seen from the Fijians.
And also here today we saw the head coach of England, and there's the Australian head coach, Tim Sheets.
The dryers are bone on. Dave Furner goes with the beanie.
Time off. Stay forward now. Heads in. Out.
So just approaching the end of the third quarter of this game.
1. Move. Hold.
8,872. A complete sellout here at Spotland.
2. Move.
Game 5 of this competition.
Hold. Goal 2.
Packed to the rafters, I think, is how they say it.
Sounds like 28.
Third. Move. Keep working back.
Enjoying themselves as well.
Goal 3.
14 points the difference then. It's going to require some
4.
good scoring from Ireland.
Wait.
They're going to get themselves back in this.
Good run from Malali off the bench. Good energy.
5. Move.
Dave Allen took a big hit, loses the ball. The referee says he's lost it. He's knocked it on.
Lost it.
So, forcing the error. Vinakese.
Was the tail of the small and the tall, wasn't it? Groom underneath. Koroibete over the top.
Oh, good boys.
6'4". Had 3 on for the hairdo. That makes 7. Aaron Groom, about 5'2".
Ready? Heads in. Go, Scott. Out.
Just inside their own half.
One. Move.
Defensive
Hold 10,
numbers
Ireland.
for
Hold 10. Go one.
Italy off
Clean
the back of
rucks,
the
lads,
scrum.
come on.
Italy for Ireland.
2. Move. Get square. Go well back.
Mullally comes up with a hit and miss. Charging out of there. Sims into action. Pushes onto the right.
10 metres, keep
A lot of
coming.
work early on, didn't he,
Goal
Ashton
3.
Sims? Had a bit of a quiet spell. Maybe he's
4.
in something of a second win now.
Hold on. Goal 4, yep.
The errors eat a piece. Good quick hands. The ball was away, but the ball's been lost.
Yep.
Picked up though by Griggs. Griggs has lost the ball as well. There's a Fijian player down.
No advantage.
Took a bit of a knock in all that.
Time off.
The referee's going to bring the play back to that very first knock on.
It's a little bit of a scrappy place. Have a look at the work of Brett White. And was this late? Past the ball, it's well gone. It was. I mean, slow motion doesn't help you with cameras and what have you. But, I hope they don't adjudicate on the slow-mo of this. If they play it at full frame, you get a better opinion. But he didn't miss him. Right into the ribs. Shortened him up. Welcome to International Rugby League.
Yeah, petrol. Petrol.
Sitting up now, just winding it, isn't he?
Tackle, yeah.
Got him right in the ribs.
That is rib cage shortened, courtesy of Brett White's shoulder. Just getting it back in place now, some 3 or 4 minutes after.
Okay, guys.
Poor young man.
Let's move it along now.
So Nolea, he's up now. As the head coach Rick Stone looks on.
Hang on.
Instructions keep coming. His side with a 14-point lead.
Kicked it out. Kicked it out.
Differential penalty. And so Ireland now have the ball inside the Fiji half.
Hold. Go.
It's fed to Haggerty. There's the first bite of this 6.
Go. 1.
Bezic into Finn. Plenty men wanting the ball.
No. 2.
Come back through the traffic.
Wait.
Didn't look too clever, that, did it?
Hands in the ruck.
Another hand in the ruck. Another penalty
Hands are on
for
the wrong
Ireland.
side.
Attempting to play the ball quickly. Curry. Play on. Have another charge. In goes Curry. Straight into the middle of it.
Saw a big spell, didn't we, in the first half where
Wait. Go.
the discipline from Fiji gave Ireland a lot of possession, gave them a lot of ground as well.
2.
The decision's going their way, and Ireland will want to push on. Need some points to show for it at this stage of the game as we're into the final quarter.
Goal 3.
Finn into Griggs. Thinks about it. Changed his mind, goes the other way. There's another thing.
4. Move. Work back, boys. Work back. Hold, mate. Hold. Goal 4.
Bezic to the shorter side, because that's where Finn is. Looking to get the ball away, weren't they, to
Go. It's okay.
Perangi. It's coming to Blanche. Now Blanche is up. Bounced away. And I think the player wanted it, did they?
Ireland ball.
Looking to make it go out. It's the offside. And referee Phil Bentham. Just turn over the ball, is he, to the Fijians?
Touch the fingertips or not?
Well, surely as Corabetti goes up here, comes straight off his chest. Doesn't even get a mitt or a hand to it.
He's not decided.
Unless Blanche has got a hand to that and knocked it on first, which I don't think is the case, then it's got to be
It's a handover. It's come off Ireland.
an Irish scrum. Messi set a 6 for Ireland.
Touched by
2
Ireland.
flat in attack. Griggs was caught running back and behind a lot of his players, so he had all his players in front of him and nowhere to go. And then on the left-hand side, when they went to the short, wanted a short pass, they nearly overrun it. Now they've come back to a, what have they got here? A turnover. Play the ball for Fiji.
The officials saying that Blanche did get a hand to it, so turnover ball. There you go, 5 green shirts immediately trying to contain this Fijian attack. They've got their tempo, haven't they? Need to get this set going. There's space, couple of options. It's in the hands of Corabetti.
Lovely offload.
Ball away. Corosao. Tackle just over halfway. Through hands, there you go as well. It's an Olea.
4, move! Hold 10, boys. Wait for it. Dive in. 40 short of 10. 4.
Running a flick out the back.
Nice offload from Sivan Nasiva, 37 years old, and gets run out the back door.
Hold. Goal 5.
Tried and tested that many times, hasn't he, I'm sure, but dropped ball. Regains the possession.
There's some real football there from Fiji in that set of 6. Corabetti and Wonga down here on the left-hand side. They're both wingers, but they're interchanging in the centre position. Had a couple of good offloads. And then Petro delivers one on the right-hand side of the football field. Oh, solid tackle, up and down, turnover.
Winning the ball back with a big hit. Fiji turning it back into their own hands. Ashton Sims takes that one.
It's gone up again.
Here it is. Here's Corosao, dummy half. Through Groom. Men joining the attack and in the corner, squeezing in. There it is. Akuluwate with his second try of the game. And is this game just now out the reach of Ireland? Is it just a try too many for Fiji?
Just marvellous. They set this try up with some offloading on the left-hand side of the field, the set of 6 before. And then they found some space, and only just enough space too for the thriller on the outside. Did marvellously well. Had to up, hit and jump once the pass got to him.
So we see the turnover.
Good
by
defence.
Eamon O'Carroll.
Then just 2 wide passes. Groom the show, the go. Finds Kevin Nagama. The ball behind Uarte was just stops him in his tracks, just a fraction to give the others a little bit of time to get to him, but he shrugs it off and then moves it round 3 or 4 metres closer. Fine finish from the former international. 5 test matches for Australia. Played a big part in Fiji's win over Ireland in the last World Cup in 2008. Scored 2 tries in that match. Now gets 2 in this one as well.
10 tries for his international career for Fiji.
Don't make it too difficult.
When you consider the strike power that Fiji have, I mean, Jared Hayne himself could be in this side as well. And you think, gosh, they are blessed. Plenty to think about now for Mark Aston. Calm, cool, collected. Am I allowed to call him Tubby? They reckon everyone else does.
On your head be it. It's just starting to rain again here at Spotland. Just over 15 minutes to play. And just see what Fiji are capable of. And here is Wes Nagama.
Time on.
With another attempt for 2 more points. Bounces off the post. Hits the stick, so 18 points, stays the lead. This is going to take some comeback for Ireland.
It was lovely work, wasn't it? You see the decoy runner hold the player up on the inside, and then they decide to go wide, and then the kick just hitting the woodwork, giving it a good rattle.
Keep the discipline up, fellas.
22-4. Fiji lead. Another floating kick.
First, move! Hold, boys, hold, go.
Nice work. That's the try scorer, Aku. Standard left foot step up through the middle, makes 12.
Go. Hands straight out, Liam.
Through the hands of Ashton Sims. Hands it on. Plenty green in there, isn't there?
Poor old Goss Jason found a bump and reeled out of it.
Hold on, threes, go.
Corbin Sims, who was underneath that in a white jersey. Oh, strong run. Haven't seen it.
It's okay, mate.
Coruscant takes it into that Irish half. Noilea puts it high. Blanche is there, Grix is there, but his white shirts too, and it looks like they've claimed it as well. They have another try, all from that high kick from Noilea, but Phil Bentham is going to have a look at this. He just wants to check. But that could be a game winner for Fiji.
Yes. Yep, cool. No worries, mate. We need to go to the start, so we'll freeze it on the boot. Yep. Stop. Okay, so these guys are inside. Can we just roll it through on this angle to begin with, please? Because this guy at the top of the screen is offside. So if he comes in, he looks like... Yeah, no, he's all good. He's outside. Okay, I'm just going to need a close-up to see who if this other guy touches it.
You should have the flag, so I should have known, should I?
Okay. That at first looks like the 11's. He's in front of him, but I'm going to need another look at that, please. Slow, slow, slow. Jesus, I can't see much there. Have we got another angle of that, please? Okay. Okay, so they've both gone up. They both look like they're both the Fijian hands up there. I can't tell. I can't tell. Have we got any other angles of that? Have we got another angle there? Okay, if we can go really slow. Really slow, 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 slow. Oh, mate, I can't tell. So Phil, yeah. I'm gonna go benefit of the doubt, mate. I can't tell if it's gone off, if it's gone from backward and forward, mate. So I'm gonna go benefit of the doubt there, mate.
No worries.
Too easy. Come. Try benefit of the doubt.
So the decision from the video referee, Henry Perinara, says TRY. And has that won it for Fiji? Corbin Sims, 21-year-old, only got his NRL debut this year. Well, now another Fiji try for him.
Sorry, Ian. I was just about to mention the recovery of Alapate Nolea, who put the kick up, was marvellous. Shortened up with some shorts in his ribs, and then he puts his kick nice and high, and it finds some space. And then what about this? It's like two brothers, the Sims, having a crack at a ball in the backyard. Who's going to get there first, Ashton or Tarek? And of course, Corbin jumps in and says, hey, I'll score it instead. Beautiful stuff.
So a try for Tarek Sims, try for Corbin Sims. Where's Nagano will look to get 2 more points in his back pocket. And he has them, 28 points to 4.
Struck the ball particularly well tonight, as was Nagama. As we see the try scorer on screen. Good job, possibly a bridge too far now for this Irish side. The crowd here just really embracing not only the match, but this Fijian performance.
So the Fijian people of Fijian descent around this area will have enjoyed what they've seen from their side. Great atmosphere, sell-out crowd as we mentioned, almost 9,000 here at Spotland. 12 minutes to play then. And yet more rain to add to these wet and tricky conditions that it's been in the second half. Fiji.
Petro Sivanasiva just enjoying every moment and every minute he plays in this World Cup. Of course, retiring at the end of it.
It's juggled forward there.
Poor pass. He's Kiliuato, who scored 2 tries this evening. Failed to pick it up and tipped over the touch. And he delivers the message to the rest of his team and applauds them and gives them a clap. Of course, poor old Petro is not allowed to play on next year. He's promised his wife he's finished.
Let's get in now, fellas.
Nearly 300 games in the NRL, and 45 test matches, and 33 origins. Entitled to spend some time at home, isn't he?
No doubt looking back on his 3 premiership titles as well. Wonder what he might have at the end of a Rugby League World Cup campaign in 2013. It's a difficult group, isn't it? But maybe this was going to be a crucial game for either of these sides.
Nice little
Fiji
offload.
On top at the moment.
Been impressed with the efforts of Hassan off the bench for the Irish today. He's provided energy and spark. Good ball from Finn, the captain.
20 metres away. Here's Finn. Just giving a short, flat pass.
Wait. Go, 5.
Finn with the kick.
Not that.
It's landed in the hands. Richards has it. It's knocked on, knocked forward.
Don't need, mate. It's easy, that one. Hand over there.
Here's Finn. Maybe he didn't get the kick as much on the kick as he'd like, but
He's got the call right as well.
Call, boys.
Just a hand in there from Mendika.
Go.
Propelled the ball forward. I think Richards even knew when he was heading for the line it wasn't going to be. No real energy. No real.
Vinakase has the first drive. And strong legs as well.
2. Move.
4 Irish shirts.
Go 2. Out of his
hand.
space, Liam. Come on.
There he goes again, doesn't he, Uarte?
Move. Hold down.
Some players just have a different pace, don't they? You can see the speed of the stride and the play of the ball.
And kick through. Good chase on for this as well. Bricks will have to pick it up underneath his sticks. It holds up and it checks down, and he uses the post as an extra defender. And here's Blanche with a man to run around. Not too many support play. He wants to get the ball going though. The referee says he didn't let it go.
Oh, that was brilliant, wasn't it? A little bit of peekaboo behind the goalpost. Which way am I going to go? Griggs, he was always going to win this one. Oh, left, right. Hey, where are you? Then a nice ball out to the side.
So get out of that one. Italy, Ireland, playing green. Lost ball on the first tackle of the set. Can't afford to do that at this stage. Now Sivansina, another drive. I can sense it. More points. Now with Ashton Sims.
They'll set both sides.
Into Vinakase. Vinakase driving the legs over the line, but is he held up? He's on his back by the look of it. Phil Bentham says he hasn't got the ball down.
Lovely little short ball from Groom. I mean, they've gone out the back a fair bit today as well. And here, watch, they set, hit the front runner, pumps the legs, good drive, comes in, gets a little bit of help. Plenty of Irish and green defenders there.
They're trying with Uarte. Can he get round again? Is he there? He is! Uarte takes makes the Fijians over 30 points if Phil Bentham and our video referee Henry Perenea say he's got this ball down, but he's in a hat-trick for the Newcastle man.
Okay, here it comes. Oh, sweet. No, all good, mate. That's all I need. One look, coming to the board. I'm convinced.
So one look was all he needed, and Aquila Uarte has a hat-trick in this opening game for Fiji of the 2013 Rugby League World Cup. The flying Fijian with another one, not so flying this time.
We mentioned his stride when he was bringing the ball out of his own area deep inside the first set, and now they find him on the outside, and he actually beats 4 players here, catches the ball behind him, a little shimmy to the right, and then he's got terrific upper body strength. And just maybe with the conditions here and the jump has been a little bit greasy, we can offer up a couple of excuses for the Irish, but there's 4 of them there. Richards couldn't get close to him, McCarthy not there, and Curry as well. Deserves 3, Aku. Mistake-free this afternoon. Delivered many a yards when his forwards were tiring and needed to, and through the middle of the football field. Scores a try, and then his trademark will be to take the first run of the net set. And so Wes Nagama at the post from this side not so long ago. Let's see how he goes with this one.
Slips when making contact, and it gets close to the sticks, close to the post again, but unsuccessful this time. So 32 points to 4 into the final 6 minutes of the game, but Uarte, just the power, squeezing out, shrugging off, managing to get the ball-carrying arm out, slam it down over the line for his hat-trick.
It's a never say die attitude, isn't it, with Akila when he's close to the line? He'll never give up getting the football down.
Move! Get square, lads. Hold, hold. Goal 1.
On Kinker.
Release!
Back involved.
Go.
And get this going again.
Third.
Not easing off at all, the Fijian side.
Hold, hold. Goal 3. 40.
Kick from Noilea. Blanche is underneath it. In fact, it's Mendika. Has a run. Takes the arm around the ankles.
That's a good chase from Ronkinka too. Now a nice low tackle, a double on Blanche.
Blanche loses it. Well, so he was chasing it. Who else?
As the game's gone on, been really impressed with the 5'8" for Fiji. It's an area where we thought they might have had a little bit of trouble in terms of getting some of their players around the football field, the big pack, and then the exciting backs. But he's really grown as the game has. Nice little left foot on him, so they've put him onto the left to use it. Tried a couple of low kicks early, and now he's finding a little bit of range with his kicking game. Maybe he'll grow as the tournament goes on.
Sarcasm, Paul Weldon. First. Move. Go. 2.
And our man of the match this evening in this game 5, Kevin Ngama.
3.
Starting fullback for Fiji.
Goal 3.
Yeah, a good decision too for Kevin Ngama. Not often we see the man of the match on the bench, but he's done enough in this game in the first 75 minutes to stamp himself. Been selfless. He's given his outside backs every chance and delivered 2 tries for Uarte with passes, scored one himself as well. So he's had a fine match.
Dave Allen tackled for Ireland. It's now Mendika comes on this shorter side. Here's Littler puts boot on ball. Blanche is there, picks it up. Blood James for the corner and slides in for Ireland's second try of the game. Only a consolation at this point. But good hands, good legs, good speed. And the Catalans man finding the space he needs to slide down into the corner.
Oh, where'd this come from? There was no room down the side of the football field. No room at all. And Littler, he gets the football and says, I'll kick it. Kicked it straight into the back of Sisa Wonga. And then it bounces and wriggles its way back up. Let's have a look here. It's a pretty solid kick too. It was going well dead. Bounces into the hands of the speedster, Damien Blanche. Gets down low. slides into the in-goal area. I'll have a World Cup try as well, he says, to go with the 5 I scored in 2008.
He's Ireland's Player of the Year in 2009. Knows where the try line is as well, doesn't he? Catalan's top try scorer back in 2011. Making his international debut back in 06, and here is Pat Richards. Don't think there's any need for him to step up this time. But both feet in field of play for this conversion attempt. He's pulled it across the front as well. So unsuccessful with that one. 2 minutes to play, just over. Damien Blanche with the second try for Ireland.
It's been a real carnival atmosphere here, hasn't it, at Scotland? Great to see this crowd really, really healthy. Nearly 9,000 of them, would you believe, jammed in here. They've been entertained by a fairly ferocious, but maybe ill-disciplined Fijian side, and a fairly hearty, but full of running Irish side. They'll go to the death.
Both coaches, first Rick Stone, that's Mark Aston. In terms of Fiji,
onside.
They've got Australia next up on Saturday.
Walk in the park.
As for Ireland, it's a fixture with England, also on Saturday.
First move.
Big games for both sides.
Two, move. Goal 2.
More rain as well to finish this game off as we enter the final 90 seconds. But intensity shows no sign of dropping either, does it? More big hits.
Good shoulder there from Kane Evans. White playing 5'8", now the long pass.
Here's Blanche, juggles it, goes backwards.
Oh!
And then takes the one around the shoulders from Korobete. Referee says it was high.
He's coming too late.
Oh,
wait.
Thought it wasn't. He's giving it as the flop tackle.
Watch that.
How can you flop around someone's shoulders when they're standing tall? Anyway.
It was a penalty.
Great kick.
And it takes Ireland
1 metre
to
out.
within a metre.
Hold.
Will they have the last laugh?
Here's Cost Jason. Can they get a third try? Then try to drive through it out, stretching the arm. James Hassan for the Irish. The 21-year-old playing down at Manly gets another try for Ireland, the third of the game, finishing with a flurry. They knew what they wanted, and it was Hassan that got it.
Got a little dance going as well. The defence was something to be left, and some answers to be there for Corbin Sims as well. Just a nice little shift. You wouldn't even call it a step. Just a little bit of motion, propelling himself off the left. And then, yes, finger in the air, says, "You beauty." Applauds the crowd, as they should all do. I mentioned earlier in the call, he's provided plenty off the benches, James Hassan. Plenty of energy, plenty of spark.
Richards adds the extra 2, successful with this one. And so the final score, Fiji 32, Ireland 14. 2 late tries for Ireland. Just reducing that deficit, but Fiji's power, Fiji's speed, and in particular, Iwate down that right-hand side with his hat-trick means they won this game by 32 points to 40.
With Betway, you can now bet in-play on a massive range of sports via your mobile, tablet, Mac and PC. And with a free bet of up to £50 to get you started, wherever you are, you've never been so close to the action. Betway.com.